Herkesi iyi akşamlar. Welcome back to Tom Plays EUIV Universalis 4 for absolute beginners. We're back with the Ottomans and we're basically about to attack Portugal for the second time. We have a brilliant diplomat, have additional diplomatic relations, or he can serve God. I don't think we actually need that. Maybe we do? Well, the aggressive expansion impact could be useful as well. Okay, let's try it. Straight to 100. Okay, not bad. Right, fine. So yeah, the plan, I don't know how well this is going to work, but we're hopefully going to get Great Britain on board. Although I have to say, I don't know how much chance they're going to have. Even in North America, I think Portugal has a larger presence. Still, if nothing else, they might keep some of the Portuguese colonists from coming over to attack us. So it's certainly better than we had last time we fought them. So we'll bring them in. So they have Denmark and the Knights, which aren't very big, and Genoa, which I also think isn't very big. No. So the only big one really is Austria. So, us in Great Britain versus Portugal and Austria. Let's find out. Let's see if we can make the Knights give up early. Although we do want these provinces if we can possibly get them. Okay. Their capital's normally in Wien. Yeah, capital fort. Cool, so let's go straight for Wien. See if we can make the Austrians regret joining in. In the meantime, we've got a backup army coming up behind for anyone that sneaks through. And of course all the vassals. I'm going to leave the navy grounded because Portugal. Although to be fair, we do have Great Britain on our side. So that's an interesting one. Britain versus Portugal. Holy, that is a lot of... Are they light ships? Heavy ships, 48 heavy ships. Good grief. Okay, I guess I'll just leave the naval powers to duke it out on the ocean. I suppose the other thing with Great Britain, actually, if they do manage to gain naval superiority, they might be able to stop the Portuguese from reaching us. In which case, it might be worth bringing our navy out, if only to help the British. Worth a try, I suppose. Okay. Let's tentatively speed up. Oh, that's good. Livonian orders fighting. A little concerned by Spain. Why Spain? Why am I suddenly fighting Spain? Okay. Right, well, I'm not still sure that happened. Definitely not glad it did. Still, if nothing else, it'd be interesting. Might be able to go down in a blaze of not exactly glory. As the excessively overpowered Spanish of this game tear me apart. We'll see. See what we can do. working. They're already beyond reach. And I'm already being splatted by a combination of a whole bunch of ships. Oh well, we tried. Teutonic Order, yep, go for it. Yep, I had noticed that we'd lost. Especially seeing as the Teutonic Order seems to be fighting... Oh no, it's a Livonian Order that's fighting Austria. Fair enough then, not as useful. So we're definitely not going to be able to fight the Knights then. Right, let us put this army together on Constantinople. They will suffer some attrition there, but not as much. I see I'm already on 0 manpower. Not a huge surprise, to be fair. Do we have time to... No, I don't think we do. I'd like to take these 2 provinces, but at the same time I'm worried about leaving this area unattended. Maybe if we at least take the Knights down. Actually, to be fair, maybe the vassals will help with that, wherever they are. Oh, here they come. Okay, so that's... looks like a knight ship, but I can't see a knight army. Fair enough. How's the siege of Wien going? Apparently it isn't, which is odd. Yes, whoever you are, please join in. Hold it. Why am I not sieging Austria? Has Austria not joined in? It looks like Austria hasn't joined in. Okay, apologies to Austria. In which case, I'm going to attack Spain. Oh, actually, is the Papal State in? Papal State's in. I'm going to attack the Pope. I've probably got a better chance of getting the Papal State to basically pull out of a war. Okay, now there's absolutely no point taking that land because the castle will just claim it back as soon as we go. I assume the knights will have no interest in peace. In any event, I'd really like as much of their land as I can get. Okay then. Right. Well, given that Austria's not involved, and Spain's at least slightly further away, although thinking about it, we can attack Spain here as well. Perfect. Yeah, I might split those up again, so we're not taking the damage. Yep, no issue there. I notice we're still on -9%, which is a bit disappointing. Surely that's not all because of a lost naval battle. Well, to be fair, there's probably a battle going on in the colonies, isn't there? Full-scale war going on in the colonies, I imagine. Which might cause Britain to make peace prematurely, unfortunately. Nothing I can do about that, though. Need to focus on this bit of the war. A bit that we can actually control. Right, okay, let us move up here. Beyond the reach of those castles, at least. Might have to just rely on the vassals to deal with the castles behind us. Ferrarese separatists. Hope they don't attack us. I don't think they will. I think that's Ferrara there, so in theory, hopefully, they won't be interested in lands further south. Oh, it's counting as being occupied by us. Surprisingly nice of the English. There's Genoa. Can the vassals take the Genoese on? No, but Poland probably can. I'll tell you what, you move up there. Take these knights out and maybe head double back for the Genoese. Need to keep an eye out for a massive Polish army as well. Not Polish. Be grateful to see a massive Polish army. Portuguese army. Actually, no, forget that. Let's go for this one. So, I'd probably mentioned, but when you're moving your army somewhere, this little fort here with the green arrow on indicates that after you take it, its own fort will automatically take it back. So it's only really worth going for if you're already sieging the other fort and you're planning to take it. Now then, this is interesting. Can't move there, unfortunately. Should I? Yes, I should. Yes, they can have national institutions again. I thought they already had some. I'd probably better amalgamate the army because there's a pretty big army heading this way. May actually have to leave the siege behind and try to fight the Spanish army. Can we get here? No. Okay then. If we can just come to grips with at least some of the troops, we can reduce the numbers a bit. Okay, this is slightly worrying. Even more worrying is that Poland have apparently already made peace. That's uncharacteristically cowardly of them. I can sort of understand why. But even so, kind of expected better. Never mind, we will just keep attacking and hopefully make an impression. Yes, of course, once again we get blackmailed. Right, so if I now split up, move someone to Mazab, got the title of Caliph, denouncement of sect practices. Okay. So we've still got a bunch of scattered armies, but we also have Great Britain. Okay. Not so bad then. Let's move these back. And maybe take this army over there. In fact, let's take both armies over there. They're not quite as big as they were. I don't want anyone to be facing them without help. Just speed this up a little. Hopefully we can Siege of Lubny. Not totally sure about that one. Okay, well, it looks like they have cornered my vassal, but it looks like we've cornered them. Roma has a capital fort. Yeah, I think it is the capital. Oh! Brilliant. I'm happy about that. Let's siege Naples. Okay, let's just look back here, and we are being attacked by someone. Right. I don't know who this is, but they're on our Norway. When did Norway join in? Still into World War One, this. Don't necessarily want to let them lead us too far out of the way here. Although there are a lot of Portuguese land down here as well, to be fair. However, the British are coming back, so at risk of inadvertently abandoning my vassal, I really need to help the British as well. There's a much bigger army here. And we've lost a siege. Well, too late. Looks like we're going to siege it ourselves. How's Naples doing? Apparently we're not attacking them. Why aren't we attacking them? Because we're exiled. That's just typical. Alright, fine. Head back to Dalmatia to get unexiled. And then we'll head back into the fray, I suppose. I really need to combine these two armies. Especially need to back up the British. Oh right, hang on, there's a flag here we can set. Allow friendly armies to attach to this army. If it actually will. Okay. No, hang on, I think they're walking away. No, don't leave me. So how big is this army? Certainly big. Certainly big. Right, I'm just going to have to hope that the British turn around. It looks like they are doing, so hopefully they will join in once I've started the battle. To be fair, we may be in trouble anyway. That is a big army. Oh. Okay. please tell me Britain's coming to help. They are, thank goodness for that. Hang on, where are they going? Not to be horrible, but I want to see if I can wipe them out if possible. Depends how far they run, I suppose. Don't think I can actually attack them until they run as far as they can. Okay, we've won a siege. This one here, I think. No other attacks on the home soil, so I'll just go and help with that one. You can head straight back to Naples. Now you're no longer exiled and can actually attack. The British are making good headway on Spain. So yeah, I'm basically hoping to chase this army down while its morale's still low and hopefully severely reduce its numbers. It does look like this flag's actually worked. I don't tend to use this often because people tend to ignore it, but it's this option, allow friendly armies to attach to this army, and I think the British army actually has. Might be to do with the general, maybe because I have a 3-star general. I know if I have a 1-star general and one of my allies has a 2-star general, I often actually attach to theirs. I figure they're probably under better management that way. Plus, it means I don't have to keep an eye on them and focus on other parts of the war. I'm not sure where this army is running to. The way they're going, it looks like they're going to have all their morale back by the time we catch them. Although we don't have a general, do they? So that might help. I think they're heading here. As we'll turn the speed up a little. I think they'd be going to Portuguese territory at least. How far are they going to run? Are they going to this castle in Gao? Oh, I see. Spain is the Portuguese overlord. Right. Okay, so another little lesson. Before... Oh, excellent. Yes, absolutely. Before you attack someone, check that, you know, they don't have an incredibly powerful overlord that you don't want to mess with. Ah, dear. Right. So that belongs to us, but it's occupied by Spain, so we can go take that back as well now. We need to wonder if I should bring that army into battle. In fact, I'm wondering if I should bring that army down here. Maybe trust to the vassals up there. Let's bring him down there. Give the knights a nasty surprise. Okay, right, well, we're not going to be able to catch them now. We've lost a general. Is it the one sieging? Yes, it is, of course it is. Never mind. That's what happens in battles. Shame it happened at the start, but what can you do? At least we're only on -7. Guess we'll just leave them to it for now. That was a British... Oh, of course the British army came with us. silly. Yep, they're taking all the land back while I siege a castle. Temporarily not assisting our fur trappers. That's alright. I clearly took over a colony at one point without realising. Okay. Now there's a question. Can I safely go there? Because I'm actually thinking that the answer is no. So how about instead I head over here and start helping the British? And how about before I do that, I actually make a new general? There. It's better. Okay, so I suppose I can take some of Portugal's African land. Oh, that's frustrating. British land's being occupied by Spain. Oh. Looks like the British are going down to reclaim it. Okay, that's good, but our army's sadly diminished. Still on -7 war score. So I can't even pull out yet. Still, let's not panic. Denmark's still in the war. Norway's still in the war. Is anyone sick of it? Portugal's sick of it. I suppose I can make peace with Portugal now, can I? No. Nope, they are a lesser partner, so we either overcome Spain somehow. Spain and Portugal, so yeah, the British don't have a chance here. I'm starting to think that I should consider trying to make terms while the British are still on our side. Well, at least all this land is still down as being held by the Ottomans, so that's something. If this army would just hurry up, maybe we could even make some headway. Joining right and forbidding wrong. Yep, legalism it is, as always. Right. Okay, so we are going to start attacking the Spanish castles. Take the fight to Spain itself. Good to see the vassals are taking Naples though. That's always good. See, we might be being stumped in the colonies, but on the mainland we're actually doing alright. Do we need to take this land back? I think we do. There's no vassals behind me. Fine. Pretty sure I had an army here at some point. Okay, got a nasty feeling my army got wiped out. That's never a good sign. Right, fair enough. Carry on with what we've got. So that's just going to carry on regardless, but it does mean we've got Spain quite bottled in. You know, apart from all the boats they've got and such like, which we have no realistic way to stop. And I no longer have any reserves to fight with. Still got the option of mercenaries, to be fair. Could probably pull together quite a decent mercenary army. Great Britain accepted peace with Spain. Okay, that may be our cue to quit. Give some cores to Hungary. 3 cores to Hungary, that's fine. Yeah, apologies if that seems like really cowardly and the move in the wrong direction. but our strongest ally just pulled out. And I honestly figured things are only going to go downhill from there. And to be fair, giving some cores back to Hungary isn't the end of the world. It doesn't affect our mission success per se, because we've already succeeded in those missions. So, not a big deal. Welcome back, Hungary. Might have time for one last attempt against the Mamluks before we run out. There's that 27 years to go. Might, even if we're amazingly lucky, have time to actually embrace the Enlightenment. Who knows? Speaking of which, mothball the forts. Make more money that way. Yep. I mean to feel like the only way to actually do this is to actually get the 8,000 ducats it's asking for, because we never actually seem to make any progress. No matter how many states go green, there are always plenty more that are red. Maybe I should have built some universities over there. Never mind. Right. Okay, so if we come down near the Mamluks, split our armies up, hopefully they won't turn out to secretly have Spain as an overlord. War with Oman. Okay. I can guarantee it that if they had just fought the war we did, glut of mercenaries, they certainly wouldn't be joining in with any wars. Never mind, I did kind of want to bring my army down there anyway, so it's not a huge issue. Might even attack the Mamluks while that war's going on. You after all have an awful lot of claims and no one's going to help them. That actually looks really good, so I'm going to save it for next time. So yeah, that's close as we come to an absolute disaster in this game. But it does happen sometimes, and a lot of the time the difference between a full-on disaster and something relatively minor is just recognising which way the wind is blowing and cutting your losses. So yeah, as soon as Great Britain made peace with Spain, I was never intending to fight Spain in the first place. I should clearly have checked that Portugal wasn't a vassal of someone bigger. Because quite apart from the fact that they're huger than normal, they've also got all of this, and all of this, and this, and this, and this, and this. So, even though we might be able to take them on, bearing in mind they now have Portugal as a vassal, who also has quite a lot of stuff, I mean between them, that's a lot of landmass. So maybe we could have taken them. Really didn't want to risk it. So yeah, apologies if that's disappointing. Probably would have been more dramatic to try and have a massive showdown, but you may have noticed I tend to do strategy quite carefully, which is one reason we haven't got any further, but it's also a reason why nothing really terrible has happened. But there you go. I'm sure we'll have a proper disaster later where I'll actually have to fight to the end, but probably not with the Ottomans. Okay, so I'm going to stop there, and we may head straight headlong into a fight with the Mamluks next time. So yeah, I'll see you then.